Okay. I am live. I think. I hope. Hi, everybody. Welcome to live. I can't see anybody, but welcome to live. Can you hear me? Well, I know you can hear me over the phone. Hold on.
I can hear you on the machine too, or on the phone too.
Okay. Now I see you. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and hang up then.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Today, we have, before we get into anything else, I want to go over our usual stats from from YouTube. Our weekly recap. We had 6 videos this week, 5 shorts, 6 lives, and 6 posts. 2.6 thousand people tuned in. We got 11 new subscribers. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. You guys watched Whale Tales, 2 Groups of Whales, and Organism of the Week, Giant Squid. Like I said, we really need to find something else to watch, y'all. There were 28 likes, 29 shares, and 4 comments. What was your most watched video from last week? 2 Groups of Whales, Whale Tales, or Organism of the Week, Giant Squid? I'm going to pick Whale Tales. I was right. So we have that one done. Let's switch to the other channel. We had 1 video and 5 shorts. 706 people tuned in. And we got 2 new subscribers last week. Woohoo! Thank you. This is what they watched. You guys watched Bowhead Whale Toy Review, American Black Bear Facts, and Fire Salamander Toy Review. There were 7 likes, 5 shares, and 1 comment. What was your most watched video last week? I'm going to say, out of the 3, the Fire Salamander Toy Review, Bowhead Whale Toy Review, or the American Black Bear Review, I'm going to say Bowhead Whale Toy Review. And I was right. Okay. With that done, I do have an announcement that I need to make before I forget. Saturday's live will be at 3 o'clock, and we are doing trivia. Woohoo! I actually like trivia night. But now it is time to get into the rest of our stuff for today. In case I didn't finish it, we will be meeting, or we will be having live at 3 o'clock on Saturday. That's Central Standard Time. We will still have our regular live on Friday, but yeah. So, today we are talking about resources that are either free to use or unfortunately that you have to pay money for, but we're going to cover all of it as much as we can anyway. So the first thing is your cell phone. This is a blessing because, believe it or not, you can actually do a lot with your phone. So let's say, assuming you have an Android, I don't know how it works on a regular phone, but if you had something that you wanted to identify, okay, you take a picture of it with your phone, and once you have your picture, I'm going to use the shell for reference. I am going to take a picture of it. Okay. So I have my photo. Okay. I'm going to go up and I'm going to click on that. Oh, where is it? There. There, right there. I'm going to click on that. So once you click on it, you're going to get a bunch of little dots. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's, see that little thing around it? Once you have that, you're going to click search. And a lot of times it'll already come up. Now, I already know what this is. I don't like that. There's like way too much glare. But it's going to give you choices. Unfortunately, you guys really can't see the choices. But trust me, it is this one. It is the leopard shell. Okay? It's not always going to be exact. You do need to figure that out. So you're going to pick the one that looks closest to what you have. And you can do that with plants. You can do that with animals. Okay? So that is one resource. Another great resource you can go to groups on Facebook. Most people have groups. And there are different groups that you can go to. This is one. Ooh, you can't see that. There it goes. It is Empty Seashell Identification Group. So you can join that. And if you have seashells that you want identified, they will help you identify it. There is one on Indian and Fabulous Geodes and Fossils. Scat, Tracks, and Animal Identification. Scat, in case you don't know, is poop. There is a Skull and Bone Identification Group. Plant Identification 101. Reptile and Amphibian Identification. Wild Plant and Mushroom Identification Group. Spiders, Bugs, and Bites in the United States. Just know that a lot of these groups do have rules, and you need to follow the rules of whatever group you join. I lost my notes, which is typical. Another thing that you can do is you can buy identification guides. Some of them, like this one, this is on birds for the Western United States. It actually has real life pictures. I don't know if you can see that. So it has pictures of the birds, and then it has, each picture is numbered, and then there are maps and whatever. There are Peterson's, which is my favorite guide. They actually have animal tracks. So if you're out and it's muddy or it's snowy, this book has lots and lots of tracks in it. There's another one on sea creatures, or actually it's seashore creatures, animals that live in tidal pools that you can look up. That is by Audubon. This is a seashell book. It's not they're more, it's a good book, and it does show pictures, but it's the world orientated versus Indiana or United States. Trees and shrubs, Eastern United States, bird's nest, medicinal plants, Eastern butterflies, lots and lots of guides. And you can get them so that they're even for certain areas. Like this one is a bird book that is only for the Rockies. So if you live in the Western United States, this might be a book that you might want to get, because it's only for the Rocky Mountains. You can also, I don't know if you can find these, but you can get a guide to wildlife sounds. Oh, that one doesn't even have the CD in it. And a guide to night sounds. Now, these have CDs with them. I don't have the CDs. But you can, these are all bought off of Amazon. Amazon is wonderful. Another book that I like, and it's not as organized. Well, it's very well organized. But it's only for North America, and it covers just about everything. There is a section for birds, a section for mammals, birds, and the birds are going to be, they're the most common birds. There's a section for reptiles, frogs, amphibians, fish, both saltwater and freshwater, a section for shells, for insects, a section for trees and plants. It includes ferns, lichens, seaweeds, mosses, and mushrooms. So, a very, very interesting book. If you're going to go traveling outside the United States, you can even get guides for those places as well. I actually have one for South Africa that I picked up. Another thing you can do, and I know because I had people from all over the place in my, like I said, I do have wildlife of southern Africa, and it includes plants and animals. If you live in Indiana and other places as well, this is on the Audubon Society website. This is for Indiana birding checklist, and it basically includes the birds that live in Indiana or, accidentally live in Indiana. So you can get on. I will put the link into chat. It's www.indiana and you can get into there, and they have that's where you can print off this. This is good, even though you can buy checklist. This is a checklist for the United States, and they update these. This is a life list, and basically, if you don't know what a life list is, a life list lets you keep track of the birds that you've seen. Now, sometimes they do go in and they change names, and so every once in a while they update this. Another thing, this is from Project Feeder Watch. If you type that into your search, you can get this is for the entire United States, but it's basically a poster, and it covers the basic animals that are going to become the basic birds that are going to be coming to your bird feeders. And it's two-sided. And you can stick this inside a plastic sleeve and keep it. They also have one that is for hummingbirds. Now, because we live east of the Rockies, we only basically get one of these, and that is the ruby-throated. And they also have one for backyard hawks and falcons, which is really cool. And you can print all three off. They're completely free. Yeah. What's nice about this is it shows you male and female, and sometimes even the juvenile ones. So that's pretty cool as well. But again, if you have a guide book, you really don't need those. Let's see, what else do I have to go over with you guys? You can also get, and I didn't bring it out with me, but you can even get guides just for feathers, which is nice. But again, I'm pretty sure you can do feathers on here. Remember, it is illegal for you to actually pick up feathers, so don't do that. On the Cornell website, I think it's eBird. .org/home. Whoa, why did it do that? That website gives you bird calls, so you can work on learning bird calls. You may have to sign in for that, but I'm pretty sure it's free. The Indiana DNR website, it's you want the fish, and I'm assuming other states have, a fish and wildlife. They have really cool website that lists all of the mammals basically that live in Indiana. The reptiles that live in Indiana, fish that live in Indiana. There are websites that you can go to that do insects. Right now, I don't remember the name of it, so I will have to look it up. I forgot to go live on Instagram. Darn it. I'll have to do that after this. But I needed my phone. Okay, so insects. Identification.org. That is a website that's going to help you. It's going to help you ID insects and spiders. So we're going to do spiders because I love spiders. And it's, darn it, it's going to start you off by giving you options. You can see the different colors. So you're going to click on your spider's color like that. And then you can scroll through and it should well, ideally, it's going to remove any spider that doesn't fit that category. But there's 100, this program lists 124 spiders. And it's good for every state, including Mexico and Canada. And it includes Hawaii and Alaska. So every state, including Hawaii and Mexico, Canada, as well as other states. So very cool. And you can even do dragonflies with it. And if I tell it black again, it should go in and I can go through and look at all of the dragonflies that live in Indiana. So I hope that sort of helps you out. If it doesn't and you need help, reach out and ask. A little bit more about the DNR. They have the endangered species list for Indiana. You can they have on there also if you need a rehabber, that's on there. Lots and lots of information on the Fish and Wildlife website. So any questions? I know I sort of ran through that. I thought, oh, we would have more people than this. I really did. Okay, I'm going to go live on Instagram. So if you do have questions about certain resources, you can ask, and I will be more than happy to help you with that. We are talking about resources today that are available to use for you to learn what is in your yard or in your area as far as wildlife goes. Of course, there are lots of field guides. What you want to do, though, is you want to make sure that you have field guides for your area. So like if you are into medicinal plants, make sure that your guide is for Eastern and Central. There's lots and lots of guides, but make sure you have the right guide for you. For instance, okay, I live in the Midwest. A field guide for the Rocky Mountains not going to help me out. But sometimes I get people that live outside of my area asking for help. So make sure you have the right guide for you. Yeah, because if you don't, you are going to be lost. Why? Every time. Every time, guys. Every time. So you can switch these two books around. This mainly, or whoops, wrong book. This is good only if you already know that the plants, you already know the plants. Because then you can go in and you can look it up and find out if it's a medicinal or herbal plant. I'm going to throw this out there. These plants have chemicals in them that make them medicinal. And if you are on medication from your doctor, don't use the medicinal plants because it's hit or miss as to what can happen if you take it. But it's also very interesting. So, the Animal Tracks book, again, very interesting. It also tells you other information as well. For instance, I don't know if you can see that. This is for prairie dog. So you have the tracks, and then down here, you have the scat. So that you know what prairie dog scat looks like, because that can be a very helpful information. And I believe this book covers mammals, but it also covers bird tracks. So bird tracks. Reptiles, amphibian tracks. And even insect tracks. So it covers a wide range of material. I like these books by Audubon because they do show the actual animal and it's a picture, but it does make it a little bit easier. What I don't like about it is, yes, the information is there, but I have to flip through till I find the actual information. Again, you can get butterflies. It's going to tell you the range, what the caterpillar looks like, and even the plants that butterfly or caterpillar feed on. So that could be, if you want to know, that could be cool. Now, these are not cheap. This book cost $16.95. Yeah, so they are not cheap. You can, if you're going to be going out of country and you're a wildlife person, look for field guides for that country. I have Southern Africa because that's the one that I found first. But field guides are nice. You do have to learn each book because different books have different, slightly different, to know how they're organized. This book covers skulls. Most of us aren't going to be keying out skulls, but it does show the skull and what it looks like. That happens to be a horse. There. So that's your horse. And that's the name of the book. And then in the back, and this is way more useful than anything else. But it gives you the dental formula for the different animals. Now, I will say that you do have to work a little bit with it, because different animals have, some animals will have the same dental formula. If you would like, we can go through that a little bit. It's not super easy, but not super difficult either. But that is one way to identify skulls. Hello, I didn't see anybody else come in. But yeah, so you can ID skulls by their sort of their drawing. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't. Project Feeder Watch is what I used. And it has, I believe I put that in. And you can actually, if you have a printer, you can print off the picture. And it's just a little poster type thing. But they have them for just the hawks, a few hawks, not all of them. And the falcons, that's the peregrine falcon on the bottom. And then songbirds, including woodpeckers, that are common, as well as the hummingbirds. Cornell also has all types of different things. There's a birding quiz where you can learn to identify birds, which is really nice if you're new to it. Now, I did not pull out my binoculars. So this is the birds of the continental United States and Canada. This, they're really not considered a songbird, I don't think, but they're songbird size. So this is more of a checklist. It is a life list. So when you identify the bird, you mark it off your list. So like, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. You can see that I have, you can see the ones that I've identified. There's a bobolink, red-winged blackbird, eastern meadowlark, western meadowlark, and yellow-headed blackbird. And so after you identify it, you mark it off your list, and you move on to maybe seeing the next bird. There are books on edible plants that you can get. This happens to be the Rocky Mountain West. This is if you're going to be going out looking for edible plants. Again, sorry, live got interrupted for a second. Again, it helps to know the plants in your yard before you start worrying about stuff like this. Okay? Know what is poisonous before you even begin to get into edible and whatnot. Now, there aren't a lot of books that are going to tell you if something is poisonous or not. Your field guides might. And you can get the what's nice about Peterson's is they have a field guide for everything. And they do have a poisonous animal or venomous animal and poisonous plant book that is really, really nice. But again, these books can be expensive. This one is $19. So books are expensive. If you can, use your phone. It's a little bit easier, not as forgiving, because you can get the wrong answers. YouTube groups for identification work really well. The problem is sometimes you get people that are not so nice. And again, you have to play by their rules. We are down to 7:40. I am not staying on till 8 o'clock unless we get more people coming in. Just because I have other stuff that I need to get to so that you guys can be happy for tomorrow. I have 2 videos I need to put out tonight. And I haven't done my shorts for today because I was busy doing scripts. So Wednesdays are kind of rough. The white from the screen when I was doing the books and the sheets or the phone, that was not fun. It's called migraine. Really? That's not cool. What was it doing it on? Yeah, I had that happen with something I was watching on YouTube this week. I don't know why. So yeah, if you have questions about anything that I covered tonight, you can always message me. Leave me a comment. I will typically respond that day. Or the next day. Sorry, it felt like I had issues. But do check out your state's Department of Natural Resources, their Fish and Wildlife. Lots of resources there. The Cornell website has a lot of stuff, and Project Feeder Watch also has a lot of stuff. So check those out. Real great resources. Yeah. Remember, I go live every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, usually at 7 p.m., except for this Saturday. And we will be doing trivia at 3 o'clock this Saturday. Because I will not be home for 7 o'clock on Saturday. That being said, y'all, I need to tell you what our live is for Friday. It is, unless I change it, it's your pets and wildlife. And I don't think it's going to be a long one, so we may end up doing something else. I might combine it, but I don't know. So at least talking about your pets and wildlife, because some things you need to protect your pets from, and other things you need to protect your some things your pets need to be protected from. So yeah, because sometimes your cats get out and sometimes your dogs get out, and it is not cool. So just something to be aware of. We are going to be doing some of that. Yeah, so if you're here, make sure that you click the like button. That lets more people find me. Make sure you do I can't even think right now. The poll. I don't think it'll be up after live, but you can put it in the comments. If you do have any questions about a resource, ask. That's why I'm here. Because I don't know, like, I know I have subscribers from Asia. I don't know what type of fish and wildlife stuff your country has, but I'm sure they have something. So that's another option. Oh man, I'm ready for bed. So we are at right now, and I forgot to look this up. I wonder if I can do it without. Probably not. I'm not going to do it. I believe we're at 413 as of today for the main channel, so that's pretty cool. Guys, once we make it to 500, then the next thing is on me, because we need to amp up some stuff, because I could really go full time with this. And if you're watching us on Instagram, follow me, because I need more followers. One of the things that I want to do, and I don't know how to do it, I can do it on Instagram. I'm going to start I'm going to do one of the wildlife people that I follow on Instagram each week. So Instagram, I'm going to say goodbye because I want to do that tonight. So I will talk to you peeps later. Oh, I wasn't live. So we are going to go here into my followings. I'm looking for people that I like follow on a regular schedule. Okay. I don't know. Yikes. Sorry. This is, darn it. Wonder if there's a setting for YouTube. or for poisonous plants for your yard. Got it. So, come on. This is Pete Craw, like crawfish. And he does wildlife videos, wildlife photography, on Instagram. And he's pretty active. Like, he's at least once a week or every day. Lots of stuff on his channel. He also does he's one of the guys that is involved in removing pythons from the Everglades. Some of the people that I follow, I don't necessarily have names for because I just don't. So yeah, you can find people that are there who are awesome people. So yeah, guys, I need to go. Oh, not yet. So we are going to be at some point doing poisonous plants for your yard. I'm going to work that in. That might be a good Saturday. And I think we'll cover hello. I think we will cover foods too that are poisonous for your pets on that day. Because I feel like we're not always aware of what we should give our pets and what we shouldn't. If you have ideas for lives, stuff you would like to talk about, hit me up. Make sure you participate in the poll if you can. If you can't see chat, look up in the top right corner of your screen and it should say open an app. Click on that and you should be able to get in. Guys, I am having a migraine or not a migraine, but a headache from that white of the screen. Oh no, it wouldn't be. It would be poisonous to your pets. Not could be, is. And we will be covering it. I just don't know exactly when, but I have it written down. They're gone. Okay, Carol, you know what? I hate to do this, but I'm going to get off. You can call me, but I do need to get off of here and get work done. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.